Today it's weekend, Saturday. I can stream more than usual, so that's good. And we're gonna do something exciting today. So, which is a system that I've been wanting to make, which is the questing system. So I've decided that I'm gonna do away with all the boring sort of the traditional quest window and things like that. I'm gonna keep the quest basically a series of different dialogues like this. So I finished this in tutorial. This is the first dialogue, and Royd goes into this deep forest chasing after his sheep, and that's why he got lost. I couldn't really do anything about this black left and right empty space. I just couldn't get it to work out in Unity. Eventually I'll fill this space out with something else, but for now it's just black. And then this particular dialogue is gonna have a specific line that's gonna indicate the quest, which is he's gonna be like, I should have known, blah blah blah. Now I'm completely lost, and then Flock will worry about me disappearing, and then I'm going to have to go back and find another way. So this is the instructional line, and this will have like an exclamation mark to indicate to the user this is the actual important line. And I'm gonna have like a separate button here that skips straight to that instructional line. So let's add that first. So in the dialogue, I believe we don't have that right now. Let's see. We have the next button, previous button, close button, but we don't have. Let's see, the close. Close button is here. We're gonna rename this to how should I say, quest button, and we move that a little bit here, so increasing this number. Something like that. And then we will have to change icon to this might, we'll keep it yellow or something. Or the icons. I'm looking for like the exclamation mark or any kind of quest indication. So these are all the in-game icons, so I'm gonna ignore them. I think everything that starts like that. So this potentially, but it would be nice if I can find an exclamation mark. There has to be. Let me try to make this bigger. Oh, there you go. Maybe make it bigger. Oh, that's a little too big. Okay, and then this button is right now it's hooked up to what, a dialog UI close. So let's see. Yeah, so instead of close, we want to, so for example, we want to first add, let's add a method that allows us to skip to a line method called go to quest line, and this will allow us to skip to the quest line. Find a quest line. So here we will need, for each of these lines, we will need a pool is quest. Something like that. And then we will also need yeah, something like, actually, turn the constructor of this class as an object, and make isQuest and background image path to be optional. Okay, that will take care of that, and then this would be a different instruction. Oops. Okay. Skip to the line that has isQuest true. Change the background image to the most recent background image, going into the earlier lines, starting from the current one. I think that's it. All right, let's see. Okay, so it added get questline index. Okay, so I don't want to keep the old. I don't want to keep the old constructor for backward compatibility. Just fix the constructor usage here. All right. And then I'm going to have to go back. So this is going to be is quest. Okay, let's go here and then see if that works. Of course, we need to hook up this button, clicking this button to go to questline. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm wondering if it'll work if I make this one in the quest line, because the background image should be. Hold on, what just happened? Oh, did I just like click on the test button? Test button is here, and if I click on it here, oh, okay, I see. So the dialog background has to soak up the click event so that it doesn't pass through. Background. Okay, let me try that. So test button is there. Yeah, so it doesn't work anymore. Okay, cool. So, okay, so what happens if I have this line up here as the quest line? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the right end, go to the end, and then click on this. Oh, sweet. so everything works. So the background, I expected the background image to change properly, which was using this background image, right? So that's good. So one last test. I'm gonna skip straight to the quest. Which is, let's see. Okay, so now the only thing I have to worry about is that the quest button should only show up if there is quest line in the script. Otherwise, it should just be a regular dialogue. So, I mean, that's a good question. Will I ever have a scenario where I will have a dialogue without... Okay, I'll worry about it if I have to introduce a dialogue without the... I might have to. Let me think. If there's kind of like a guard, some NPC guarding in front of a secret area and it won't let you pass, you want to trigger the dialogue over and over when you run into him, right? And no, that wouldn't be a dialogue. That would just be like a little pop-up that says you may not enter. Yeah, so okay, so let's just assume all dialogues have this thing. So I'm gonna save this UI now. Cool. Okay, so now I have to work on the quest system finally. So what I mean by that is I have this UI where you have the quest, and right now it's empty because yeah, there's no quest system in my game yet. So we're gonna add some kind of a UI like this, and each card here is going to be Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and then once you click on the act, you're gonna have just a list of quests, like dialogues, and then their states. So it's gonna have a check mark, or it's gonna have a, yeah, it's gonna have like an empty check mark. And then when you click on that, you, instead of like showing some quest window, I'll show the dialogue, and then you click the exclamation mark to go straight to the line that instructs you what to do. Yeah, I think that's better. So first of all, we need to have the quests data model done in the code. So let's get to that. Okay, we don't need that anymore. So the quest system is gonna have to deserve its own system, right? So I have the battle system, I have item system, I have character system. So I'm gonna have to add like a quest. And here I'm gonna have quests, which will be the central script for everything quest related in my game. I'll make the font bigger for you guys, and then let's I actually forgot how to write C#. This is my first time using C#, so I keep forgetting how to namespace, quest system, right, class, quests. Not, just quests. All right, and then this will be the central repository for quests. So what we need to do is, let me think. We need to have add quest. So let's say public. How do you create a method that's static? Public. Add quest. Where is this coming from? No. Quest. Okay. Right, so we need to have a data model of what a single quest is. It looks like, okay. So quest. Quest name. I guess the name would be. Sorry, I'm getting sick. I don't know why. I guess the name would be the name of the quest that shows up. That shows up in the UI. And then description. I don't think so. I don't think I need the description. The quest progress. Am I gonna have quests that are like kill X number of monsters and come back and things like that? I guess I can add such quest when the time comes. I can add that later. Target? I don't know. I'm not sure about having that. But what I need is the dialogue ID. Yeah, that for sure I need. I don't know what this would be. I don't need that. I'm just thinking, maybe the dialogue ID can just be the I don't know. Let me think. Should this be like a constant value? Probably, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna create quest name and then what should the name be? So Royd has ran into the dead end in the forest, and he has to turn back and go back to the village. So I'm gonna have these quest names like something interesting. So let's say how should I name that quest? So Royd has lost the sheep and he found the dead end and he has to go back to village empty-handed. So back home empty-handed. All right. So we're gonna have like that. And then I'll ask the AI to implement get quest name, and then given the quest name, you know, take the string value, string name value, and return title case from get name. All right, I'm just gonna trust that it works. as well. I'll be able to test it later. I also need quest state. So here I'm gonna have quest status. Whenever the quest is added, it would immediately be in progress and then completed. Yeah, there's no failing. My game is very simple, so there's no failing the quest. So it can be passed. Well, it should be passed. Actually, if it's not passed, then it's in progress. All right, we're good. So we have the data model. We also need the quest to indicate that it's part of the Act 1, Act 2. So different acts. And then also I need the quest sort order, because it's going to be showing up on the UI sequentially. Let me think. Yeah, I think what I will do is I would have quest order. First of all, I would need in which act the quest belongs to. So let's go to here. Let's go to common const. And then here we have public enum act. Game chapter. It's gonna have all the way to Act 5, and that's it for this game. So okay, so we're gonna have it's in the commons, right? And then int order. Okay, so all right, so what I would like to do is now turn the constructor arguments as a parameter, arguments as an object, make status optional and default to in progress. Actually, we might have to consider how to save. Yeah, we will have to consider how to save each quest. So game saver. How is this like serializing things to save? Save data. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, let me think. Okay, so yeah, I think we can worry about that later, actually. So here, instead of doing this, I think I'm just gonna have predefined hard-coded quests. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say in here I want to have in the code list of hard-coded predefined list of predefined quests for each act, each game chapter. Each of these quests will be defined in code as a list of quest object creation for me to declaratively manage. Each game chapter quests will be listed in their respective files. So what we're gonna do here is create a quote here. Act 1. No, actually, I don't. I just need to rename it to quest definitions, let's say, and then here I'll have Act 1. Quest Act 1. Act 1 quests. Act 2 quests. Act 3 quests. Act 4 quests. Act 5 quests. Okay. Okay. For now, have one sample quest in Act 1, but rest empty. I need to be able to retrieve any one of these quests from the central quests class using static methods. All right, let's go AI. Oh, no. Don't. No. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not make up quests of your own. Just need one sample quest. All right. Okay, so some things I don't like here. I can just have separate lists for, so 5 different lists for each act, each game chapter. So in here, I can just have 5 separate lists for each game chapter of quests. Get quests, and it just I want oh, actually, I don't need the order anymore. Since we are hard coding the list of quests and they're ordering, I don't need order anymore in quest class. Okay. Hmm. Actually, pre cache the quests with quest name being the key so that get quest becomes more efficient. Yeah, so every time user clicks on the UI to get the specific quest, I don't want to be doing all this every single time, so I'm just asking it to cache. Yeah, so it's building the cache, it's looping through each one of these lists, and then yeah, building the cache once, and then after that you can just get it instantly. Okay, cool. We should just be throwing error. Get all quests. We would never need to do that, so we don't need that. Sometimes the AI likes to like add stuff to it for no reason. All right, and then the way we're going to, now we have to work on actually saving the quest. And for saving the quest, we only ever really need to save we only ever need to save the name of the quest, and that's it. Like the name of the quest that you're progressing now, because in my game the quests are going to be super just straight up linear. There's no side quests, there's nothing like that. It's just super linear, just like the Pokemon game. It's mainly targeted for kids to play this game, so I want to keep it super simple, but with engaging dialogues and storylines. So that's the main point of it, and the combat, interesting combat. So I'm gonna put a lot of focus on the combat itself, and my wife will focus on the storyline. But the quests themselves, the playing this game should never feel like a chore. Never. It should feel like you're reading a book, but also having like some interesting combat to progress to the next stage of the story. So in that case, we only need to save the current quest name that's in progress. If the current quest name doesn't exist in the save data, that means you are either fresh new beginner or you've completed the entire game. Yeah. Right. Okay, so in that case, we need to allow it to save quest name and then also indicate whether the player has finished the game. I think. No, I don't think so. Yeah, just need to keep track of quest name for now. Yeah, I'll worry about the other case later. So going back to the game saver, right? We don't need this anymore. Delete. And then in here, okay. I want to be able to save all miscellaneous game data such as quest name in progress, last visited town, I guess in that case we can just create a miscellaneous data save key. Okay, and then for init, oh, interesting. We need to save whenever the quest state changes, right? So that means we need something like what the characters code does here. We need, let's say, quest changed. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, quest changed. And then here, we would fire that if get quest by chapter. Let's say if a player obtains a new quest, then add two methods. What should I call it? Would I have it so that each quest would completing each quest is gonna lead to another quest straight away, I would think, but nonetheless, would it always do that? Would it always do that? Let me think. Yes, it would have to. For my particular game, it would have to. Right, so let me think. Okay. Add a single variable called add a single variable called current quest name, which will start null in the beginning. Add a method that will set a new quest name that is in progress. That means we don't even need quest to have remove quest status from here, since we can now dynamically compute all quest statuses ourselves. Okay. Let me see. The current quest name should be public as external code will access it. All right, and then that means also add a method that the name should be get chapter quests. Game chapter where it would do the following. If let me think. Let me think. If the current quest name, if the current quest exists in the chapter, then return all quests, return all quest names before the current quest, return a list of quest names up to the current quest, and a separate boolean that is chapter no, all quests completed. If the current quest doesn't exist in that chapter, then return If the current quest exists in the chapter, then return a list and a separate boolean that is all completed with value false. If the current quest doesn't exist in the chapter, then return all the quest names of the determine whether this is a chapter in the past or future based on the current quest name. You will have to refactor quest cache to determine this efficiently. If the chapter is in the past, then return list of the entire quest names of that chapter and all quests completed with value true. If the chapter is in the future, then return an empty list and all quests completed with value false. What happens if the player just completely finished all the quests? Then I think we will have like a special quest name game ended. Completed. Okay. We'll do that. If the current quest name is a special name game completed, which is here. Then return a list of the entire quest names of that chapter and all quests completed with the value value true. Okay. Let's see how it does that. So all these methods are okay. I verified them. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Get chapter. No current quest returns empty list. That's correct. Okay, so it created a special type with the quest names and then all quests completed, which is exactly what I wanted. All right. We don't need that comment. Get all quests for the specified chapter. Okay, chapter quest names. Okay, so it's actually looping through the quest names. Check if the current quest exists. Okay, good. Current quest is in this chapter. Return quest up to current quest. False, yeah. This is exactly what I wanted. Current quest doesn't exist in this chapter. Determine if it's past or future. Chapter. What? Get quest.chapter. What happened? What? Where did that come from? Oh, each quest has a chapter. Okay. Okay, so if the current quest name is completed, the game is completed. Is chapter in the past? Where did you determine that? Oh, here. All right, I think that does it. All right, so that looks good. So I did all that work for my UI later on. And then here. All right, so we need to save this, right? So we will have something like that. And then in the save, we will save MISC data, right? And then save characters, save battle units. Okay, we will just add it here. Right, so we need a definition of that. So I'm guessing I need to have it here. Okay. Um, take saving characters as an example to save MISC data. Okay. Load. Okay. We're also loading it, which is good. Set current quest name. Do I have that? Oh, it added it. Okay. I think that'll work. So I'm good to go now. Let me see if the game will even run after all that change. And I should be seeing the miscellaneous data being loaded. There you go. Hey, how come I don't see this anymore? No saved miscellaneous data. No saved Oh, that's weird. That means there's actually delete all game data has been reset. Yeah, it resets every time. Oh, that's weird. Currently, my scene is set to reset saved data every time, but I don't see log. Being printed in the console, Unity console. I'm just gonna copy and give it to him. Load miss data is finding saved miss data even after reset was called. This is because the load method calls load characters, which calls initialize new game, and somewhere in the process, the save method is being triggered. Oh, there you go. Let me give it to him. He did fix the issue, but I don't know if it's a correct fix. So he introduced ease loading. And this is being used how? Save. I see. All right, that's fine. Can you remove all the debug logs except the critical ones? All right, so assuming this is gonna work, now we have the complete questing system that we just cooked up. That was pretty quick with the AI. And what should happen now? So I should have some UI work done for the quests. So let me see. All right, let me see here. Act 1. Okay, I'm gonna ask it to do the following. Can you add several test quests here? Quests here for testing after the existing one. Make sure it's easy for us to remove later with comments for the test data. Okay. Here also, I want to set the, oh, not here. Oh, okay, I want to oh no, here. It's incorrect. I need to have a bunch of the quest names have to be unique. Can you add test quest names and fix the test quests you added? Because the quest names act as the unique identifier for the quests. Right, so we have that. And then it's gonna go in and it's gonna fix all the names in the test data. Yep. All right, that's good. Now, what we need to do is we need to make sure the quests, make sure the current quest name always points to and leave comments to indicate this is testing, so we can revert easily later. Okay, so let's take a look at here. Here. All right, cool. Is that gonna work even after the loading? Is that test override going to be okay even after game loading from GameSaver? All right, I'll take that. And then now we can work on the UI, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna turn this off. We're gonna turn all the UI off for now, except for the UI canvas. Sorry, except for the console. So in the console, we have background, I don't care. We have the layout. We have, when player clicks on the quests, we need to show list of items here. So when they click on this, we need to react to that. And do I have anything? So if players click on food items, we go to food items. Oh, console tab button click on click. Okay, let's take a look at that. Console tab button. Well, which one is it? I don't know. What? Okay, this one is console tab button. There you go. So on click, we set the tab. Oh, I see. So quests, when you click on it, on click, the tab is quests. Okay, good. So that has been done. And then after that, we need to have the item list, which is this part, change according to which tab was clicked. And I believe this has a script that we can add. Okay, so inventory item list, we have to add a quest list, right? So inventory item list, let's go to the script for that. Inventory item list. Okay. What is it doing? It has render logic. That means somebody's calling this render. Console is calling it. And the console calls it inside its render here. And this render is called when the tab changes, I believe. Where is the code where? What? Where is the code where render is called when the new tab is set? Line 103. Where are we? Render? No, set tab. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, here. When the new tab is set, we call render, and it will come in here, and it will look for is character tab. Okay, there you go. So if it's not the character tab, what is it doing? Okay, I see. So I just need to add quest list is quest tab and add it to here. And then I don't even have that. Yeah, I don't have that. So I will characters, I will have to create a folder here called quest. And then I need a new file called quest list dot cs. Okay. And that's basically it, I think. Selected item inventory ID. What does that? Console state. Selected item inventory. Where is this being used? I'm a little bit confused by my own code. So here, in render, it seems like item details is being shown when has a value, but the variable name seems odd because the item details should also shown when character is selected from the character tab, characters list. Can you verify that in my code? Maybe the naming of this variable is tripping me out. However, there's a conceptual issue. The variable name suggests it's only for I mean, this would have been a bug, in my opinion. So, for example, if the bug would be created if character is selected but inventory isn't. Let me see. I would need to have some kind of an item in order to test this, right? So, okay, let me see. Okay, let me try to get the test item. I believe it's in section 3. I believe. It's this thing here. Yeah, item crate. Oh, it's actually not in any of the sections. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring that testing item all the way. All right, so we go close to it, we pick it up. Now, if I go here, and if I click on character, oh, it shouldn't work. But everything works. How? I don't understand. Okay, let me try it again. Yeah, everything works. How is it working? According to the code, it shouldn't work. Oh, I don't know. The item details shows up correctly even when item inventory inventory item isn't selected, but only character is selected. How come I expected it to not show? When you're on the character tab, the first part of the condition is false. So show item details should be false. Oh, the character tab is not here. So if I have just this, what? I'm tripping. I think I'm tripping. Like, does this even matter? I don't understand. So it does matter, but it doesn't matter for the character tab. Sorry, character items. Character item, list item, character details, item details, item. Here, characters. Character details. Render. Who's calling this render? Looks like the character details takes care of itself in terms of showing. Showing itself. Is that done the similar way for inventory item, inventory details? Can you make it so that item details self-manages displaying itself? Whoa, I'm putting just a lot of stuff in there. Do I want that? Do I want that? Wait, how does character details manage itself to display or not without all those event listening you added to the item details?
Okay, I see what's happening here. I see. Can we also include the character details to the end of render, because it's confusing to be in different places. Okay. Okay, first thing first, let's work on the quest list. I want to add quest list similar to character list and render it. Okay. Yes, you're correct. I was gonna ask it to do it, but it's so smart that it's just doing it by itself. It's trying to add a method that returns list of list of game chapters to display, I think. And it even was smart enough to go into the console state. Okay, so I need to guide it. So first of all, in console state, it would be selected quest game chapter, and we would store game chapter there. Okay, one sec. We need to add a method that returns get chapters, and it would only return the it would only return the chapters up to the current quest. I don't know what all this is, but all right, so go to render. Okay, we don't have to do this for now. Oh, we named it available chapters. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's take a look at that output. Okay, so we go here and we click on quests. This thing, we got an error. Line 88. Here. Okay, get component quest list. Okay, that's fine. So that means we need to go to console and here. Quest list and yeah, so we're here. Content, like that. There you go. There you go. Act 1. Okay, we're good. So now we need to just display Act 1 in the available chapters. Perfect. All right, so we need prefabs that will act as the items in here. And we are going to do that by looking at prefab UI. No, it would have to be in the resources because it's dynamically loaded. Character list item. I think this is it. So if I put this into here, yeah. So this is what shows up dynamically for characters, but I would have to make changes to that. So what I would do is actually should go back to UI prefabs, and then here I would actually unpack everything, and then I would name it to be quest list item, and then add it here. Cool. So name, okay, so we're gonna have like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, blah, blah, blah. So let me think. We definitely don't need this part, the details part for quests. We don't need this part. We would probably need probably need some image and yeah, some image here. Or it could just be, this image could just be the whole thing, right? I think so, without the borders here. All right, let's do that. And then we will have, okay, let's do that. So background, this background we don't need. Oh, actually the background here is going to be the image. Yeah. And then portrait is what we don't need. And then the name would be something like Act 1. Right? And yeah, something small, let's say. And it would go like, where should it go? It would go down here, I would think. So we go like that. Like something like that. And then the pivot would be yeah, something like that. And then all right, cool. So let's just take a look at how it looks with all the different numbers. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then the actual background image, what should I do for that? Let me think. The aspect ratio is like nearly 2:1, 683 to 300. So okay, let's for now I'll work on the background image later. Yeah, so this is it. We take this and we save it. All right. And we go back to the code. Okay, this is correct. Prefab UI quest list item, yeah, that's good. and then get and set the, okay, so this is the part where I need character list item. Something similar to this we need. Here, yeah. So here, there's only going to be background image and name text, nothing else. Okay, so the name is going to be Act 1, Act 2, according to game chapter, you know. Okay. And then what is this doing? Chapter. All right. Okay. Okay. And then, okay, am I handling showing the selected list item arrow? All right, so now I go back to here and then I just need to add to this quest list item. And instead of character list item, remove that. And then we add that. And then the background image is this one, yeah. So we give this one, the name goes here, arrow goes here, and what the heck is a button? What is a button? Oh, the button is this, I think. All right, save the prefab and let's take a look. All right. That's pretty cool, right? I think that's cool. I'm gonna have like proper the Act 1 image background here. So yeah, so once Act 1 is chosen, like that, then we need to show the item details here.
Okay. And how long have I been streaming? 1 second. I've been streaming for more than 2 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna go take a break, have something to eat, hit the gym, and then come back, and I'm gonna finish this today to add a list of quests showing up here. And then what I want is once you click on the quest from the list, it will open up the dialogue that you've already had, which is the quest. So basically, what I'm talking about is this one. Once you come here and walk into a quest mark, this is the quest. Okay. And then this is the instruction where and then this will disappear, and then it will literally just go into the quests here. And then when you click on that, you'll have that dialogue screen pop up and show you the quest again. So that's it. All right, I'll come back like some hours later today and finish it off.